Welcome to Statistics Made Simple, and I am Savita Valsang. In this video, I'll find solutions to problems based on partition values, and the problems are 5 markers as well as 10 markers. Problem 1. The price of a commodity in 8 different shops are given below. Calculate Q1, Q3, D3 and P25. The price in rupees are 208, 205, 212, 209, 207, 210, 208 and 206. Solution. Let us first write down the total number of values which are given, and the data given is raw data. So write given n equal to 8, within brackets write even. Now the first step is to arrange the data in ascending order. The values are 205, 206, 207, 208 is repeated twice, 209, 210 and 212. In my previous video, we have learned the formula for deciles, quartiles and percentiles for raw, discrete and continuous data. Now let us write the formula for quartiles. For raw data, that is, consider QR equal to R into n plus 1 by 4th value in the arranged series. Now let us put R equal to 1. So you'll get Q1 is equal to n plus 1 by 4th, which is equal to 8 plus 1 by 4th, or 2.25th value in the arranged series. Now 2.25 is a number which lies between 2 and 3, and 2.25 can be got as 2 plus 0.25. Now observe the following steps very carefully. So 2.25th value in the arranged series is written as, now consider only the integer part of 2.25, which is equal to second value. Then you write plus. Now ignore the integer part and write only the decimal part, that is 0.25, and within brackets, now 2.25 lies between the second value and the third value. So write the larger value first within brackets, that is third value minus the second value. Then observe the values in the ascending order series and substitute for the second and third value, and we get 206 plus 0.25 into 207 minus 206, which is equal to 206 plus 0.25 into 1. Therefore, we'll get Q1 is rupees 206.25. Similarly, when R is equal to 3, we'll get Q3 is equal to 3 into n plus 1 by 4th, which is equal to 3 into 8 plus 1 by 4th, which gives us 6.75th value in the arranged series. 6.75 is a number which lies between 6 and 7, and 6.75 is got as 6 plus 0.75. So this step is written as equal to 6th value plus 0.75 into 7th value minus the 6th value. On seeing the values in the ascending order series and substituting, we get 209 plus 0.75 into 210 minus 209, which is equal to 209 plus 0.75 into 1, which gives us Q3 equal to rupees 209.75. Now let us write the rth decile formula for raw data. Consider dr is equal to r into n plus 1 by 10th value in the arranged series. When we put r equal to 3 in the above expression, we get d3 is equal to 3 into n plus 1 by 10th, which is equal to 3 into 8 plus 1 by 10th, which is equal to 2.7th value in the arranged series. And this is written as second value plus 0.7 into third value minus second value, which is equal to 206 plus 0.7 into 207 minus 206, which gives us 206 plus 0.7 into 1. Therefore, D3 is equal to rupees 206.7. Now let us consider the rth percentile formula for raw data. Consider PR is equal to R into n plus 1 by 100th value in the arranged series. When we put R equal to 25, we get P25 equal to 25 into n plus 1 by 100th, which is equal to 25 into 8 plus 1 by 100th, which is equal to 2.25th value in the arranged series, which is equal to second value plus 0.25 into third value minus second value, which is equal to 206 plus 0.25 into 207 minus 206, which is equal to 206 plus 0.25 into 1. Therefore, P25 is equal to rupees 206.25. Problem 2. For the following distribution regarding the monthly income of 10 persons chosen from a city, find Q1, Q3, D5 and P45. Income in rupees are 17,300, 18,400, 13,500, 12,800, 14,600, 24,000, 15,400, 22,000, 42,000 and 1 lakh. Solution: given n equal to 10, which is odd. Now arrange the given data in ascending order, which is 12,800, 13,500, 14,600, 15,400, 17,300, 18,400, 22,000, 24,000, 42,000 and 1 lakh. Consider the rth quartile formula for raw data, that is QR equal to R into n plus 1 by 4th value in the arranged series. When R is equal to 1, Q1 is equal to n plus 1 by 4th, which is equal to 10 plus 1 by 4th, which is equal to 2.75th value in the arranged series, which is written as second value plus 0.75 into third value minus second value, which is 13,500 plus 0.75 into 14,600 minus 13,500, which gives us 13,500 plus 0.75 into 1,100, which is equal to 13,500 plus 825, which gives us Q1 equal to rupees 14,325. In a similar way, now put R equal to 3, you will get Q3 is equal to 3 into n plus 1 by 4, which is equal to 3 into 10 plus 1 by 4, which is equal to 8.25th value in the arranged series, which is written as 8th value plus 0.25 into 9th value minus the 8th value, which is 24,000 plus 0.25 into 42,000 minus 24,000, which gives us 24,000 plus 0.25 into 18,000, and simplifying further we get 24,000 plus 4,500, or Q3 is equal to rupees 28,500. Consider the rth decile formula for raw data, that is dr is equal to r into n plus 1 by 10th value in the arranged series. When r is equal to 5, we get d5 is equal to 5 into n plus 1 by 10th, which is equal to 5 into 10 plus 1 by 10th value, that is equal to 5.5th value in the arranged series, which is equal to 5th value plus 0.5 into 6th value minus the 5th value, which is equal to 17,300 plus 0.5 into 18,400 minus 17,300, which is equal to 17,300 plus 0.5 into 1,100, which is equal to 17,300 plus 550, or we get D5 equal to rupees 17,850. In a similar way, write the formula for the rth percentile for raw data, that is PR is equal to R into n plus 1 by 100th value in the arranged series, and when we put R equal to 45, we get P45 is equal to 45 into n plus 1 by 100, which is equal to 45 into 10 plus 1 by 100, which is equal to 4.95th value in the arranged series, which is equal to 4th value plus 0.95 into 5th value minus the 4th value, which is equal to 15,400 plus 0.95 into 17,300 minus 15,400, which is equal to 15,400 plus 0.95 into 1,900, or you get 15,400 plus 1805, which gives P45 equal to rupees 17,205. Problem 3. For the following distribution, find Q1, Q3, D7 and P66. In the table, you have the x values as 105, 110, 115, 120, 125, 130, 135, 140, and the frequencies are 8, 23, 34, 35, 27, 18, 9 and 4. So the given data is discrete data. Now the first step is to find out capital N, which is the sum of the frequencies, and we get the value as 158. Now, the most important step, if you recollect, is for the median, and now for any partition values for discrete data, we first need to cumulate the frequencies. So, finding out CF, we get 8, 31, 65, 100, 127, 145, 154, 158. Always note that capital N equal to 158 should match with the last CF value, which I have indicated using the purple colored line. Now start with the solution. Write given capital N equal to 158. Now for Q1, we need to find out capital N by 4, which is 158 divided by 4, which is equal to 39.5. Now in the CF column, find that value which is greater than 39.5, and if you observe the third column in the table, that particular value is 65. So next to 65, write greater than n by 4 and see what is the corresponding x value, which I have highlighted in blue color in an oval shape. So you get Q1 equal to 115. Now similarly for Q3, we need to find out 3n by 4, which is 3 into 158 by 4, which is equal to 118.5. Now the value in the third column, which is greater than 118.5, is 127. So next to 127, write greater than 3n by 4 and see what is the corresponding x value in the first column. So you'll get therefore Q3 is equal to 125, and I have highlighted 125 in blue color in the table. Now similarly, to find out D7, first we need to find out for D7 what is 7n by 10, which is equal to 7 into 158 by 10, which simplifies to 110.6. Now again the value which is greater than 110.6 in the table is 127. So next to 127, write greater than 7n by 10 and see the corresponding value. So you get D7 is equal to 125. And now to find out P66, for P66 find out 66n by 100, which is 66 into 158 by 100, which is equal to 104 divided by 2. The value which is greater than 104.2 in the table is 127, and corresponding to it you write greater than 66n by 100 and the x value is 125. Therefore, P66 is equal to 125. Problem 4. For the following distribution, find Q1, Q3, D5 and P30. Salary in rupees in the table in the first column are 12,430, 12,590, 12,870, 13,390, 14,720 and 15,160. The number of employees are 4, 28, 31, 16, 3, 2. Now the first step is to mark salary in rupees as X, number of employees as F, calculate capital N, which is 84. Now accumulate the frequencies and we get 4, 32, 63, 79, 82, 84, and you see that capital N matches with the last CF value in the table. Now under solution, write given capital N equal to 84. For Q1, find out N by 4, which is 84 divided by 4, which is equal to 21. In the third column in the table, the value which is greater than 21 is 32. So corresponding to 32 to write greater than n by 4. Then see what is the corresponding x value, and you'll get Q1 is equal to rupees 12,590. Similarly, for Q3, find out 3n by 4, which is 3 into 84 divided by 4, which is equal to 63. Now the value which is equal to this 63 or greater than 63 in the third column in the table is 63. So corresponding to it, write equal to 3n divided by 4, and you get Q3 is equal to rupees 12,870. Then for D5, find out 5n by 10, which is 5 into 84 by 10, which simplifies to 42. And the value which is greater than 42 in the table is 63. Corresponding to 63, write greater than 5n by 10 and observe what is the corresponding x value. It is 12,870. Therefore, D5 is equal to rupees 12,870. For P30, we find out 30n by 100, which is equal to 30 into 84 by 100, which gives 25.2. The value which is greater than 25.2 in the last column in the table is 32. So next to 32, put a comma and write greater than 30n by 100. Now if you see the corresponding value of x, you will get the value of P30. So therefore, P30 is equal to rupees 12,590. Problem 5. For the given data, find Q1, Q3, D3 and P10. First column, we have the class intervals 18 to 20, 20 to 22, 22 to 23, 23 to 24, 24 to 26, 26 to 30, 30 to 35. And the corresponding frequencies are 4, 10, 9, 17, 20, 15, 5. Starting with the solution, the first step is to find out capital N, which is equal to 80. Then cumulate the frequencies. So you get 4, 14, 23, 40, 60, 75, 80. So the last value in the CF column should match with capital N, which is also equal to 80. On the solution, write given capital N is equal to 80. Then for Q1, find out capital N by 4, which is 80 by 4 equal to 20. Now in the CF column, the value which is greater than 20 is 23. Corresponding to it, you write greater than capital N by 4, and the Q1 class is 22 to 23. Consider Q1 equal to L plus N by 4 minus C into H divided by F. So where L is equal to 22, that is the lower limit of the Q1 class. C is the cumulative frequency preceding the Q1 class, which is 14. H is the width of the Q1 class, that is 1. And F is the frequency of the Q1 class, that is 9. Substituting, we get Q1 equal to 22 plus 20 minus 14 by 9 into 1, which is equal to 22 plus 6 by 9. Taking only two places after the decimal after rounding off, we get equal to 22 plus 0.67. Therefore, Q1 is equal to 22.67. For Q3, let's find out 3n by 4, which is 3 into 80 by 4, which is equal to 60. Now in the CF column, find that value which is greater than or equal to 60. And in this case, in the CF column, we have the value 60. So corresponding to it, you write equal to 3n by 4, and the Q3 class is 24 to 26. Consider Q3 equal to L plus 3n by 4 minus C into H by F, where L is equal to 24, C is equal to 40, H is 2 and F is 20. Substituting, we get equal to 24 plus 60 minus 40 into 2 divided by 20, which is equal to 24 plus 2, or Q3 is equal to 26. Third subdivision, for D3, we need to find out 3n by 10, which is 3 into 80 by 10 equal to 24. The D3 class is 23 to 24. How do we get D3 class as 23 to 24? In the CF column, find the value that is greater than or equal to 24 and the value is 40. So the corresponding class interval is 23 to 24. Then write the D3 formula, which is equal to L plus 3n by 10 minus C into H by F, where L is equal to 23, C is also 23, H is equal to 1 and F is 17. Substituting, we get equal to 23 plus 24 minus 23 into 1 divided by 17, which is equal to 23 plus 0.06. Therefore, D3 is equal to 23.06. Fourth subdivision, for P10, find out 10n by 100, which is 10 into 80 by 100, which is equal to 8. Now in the CF column, the value which is greater than 8 is 14. Corresponding to it, you write greater than 10n by 100 and find out the corresponding class interval, that is 20 to 22, which is the P10 class. Then write the formula. Consider P10 equal to L plus 10n by 100 minus C into H by F, where L is equal to 20, C is 4, H is 2 and F is 10. You get P10 is equal to 20 plus 8 minus 4 into 2 by 10, which is equal to 20 plus 0.8. Therefore, P10 is equal to 20.8. Problem 6. Following is the IQ of children. Find Q1, Q3, D11 and P35. First column, class intervals 40 to 59, 60 to 79, 80 to 89, 90 to 99, and it continues up to 140 to 159. The frequencies are 5, 16, 27, 35, 38, 21, 14 and 4. Now the first step is to convert the inclusive class intervals into the exclusive form. So form two more columns which I have highlighted in pink color, that is the modified class intervals, and we need to find out the cumulative frequencies. So the modified class intervals are 39.5 to 59.5, 59.5 to 79.5, 79.5 to 89.5, 89.5 to 99.5, 99.5 to 109.5, 109.5 to 119.5, 119.5 to 139.5, and 139.5 to 159.5. The cumulated frequencies are 5, 21, 48, 83, 121, 142, 156 and 160. So the last value in the CF column should match with capital N, which is also equal to 160. And the solution, write given capital N is equal to 160. Then start with the first subdivision. For Q1, find out N by 4, which is 160 by 4 equal to 40. The value which is greater than 40 in the CF column is 48. Corresponding to it, mark greater than N by 4. So the Q1 class is 79.5 to 89.5. Then consider Q1 equal to L plus N by 4 minus C into H by F, where L is equal to 79.5, C is equal to 21, H is 10 and F is 27. Therefore, Q1 is equal to 79.5 plus 40 minus 21 divided by 27 into 10, which is equal to 79.5 plus 190 by 27, which is equal to 79.5 plus 7.04. Therefore, Q1 is equal to 86.54. For Q3, find out 3n by 4, which is 3 into 160 divided by 4, which is equal to 120. Now the value which is greater than 120 in the CF column is 121. Corresponding to it, you write greater than 3n by 4. So the Q3 class is 99.5 to 109.5. Then consider Q3 equal to L plus 3n by 4 minus C into H divided by F, where L is equal to 99.5, C is 83, H is 10 and F is 38. So you get Q1 equal to 99.5 plus 120 minus 83 into 10 divided by 38, which is equal to 99.5 plus 9.74, or Q3 is equal to 109.24. The next subdivision, for D4, find out 4n by 10, which is 4 into 160 divided by 10, which is equal to 64. The value which is greater than 64 in the CF column is 83. Corresponding to it, you write greater than 4n by 10. So the D4 class is 89.5 to 99.5. Then consider D4 equal to L plus 4n by 10 minus C into H divided by F, where L is equal to 89.5, C is equal to 48, H is equal to 10, F is equal to 35. So you get D4 equal to 89.5 plus 64 minus 48 into 10 divided by 35, which is equal to 89.5 plus 4.57. Therefore, D4 is equal to 94.07. The fourth subdivision, for P35, find out 35n by 100, which is equal to 35 into 160 by 100, which is equal to 56. The value which is greater than 56 in the CF column is 83. Then corresponding to 83, write greater than 35n by 100. So again you have the P35 class as 89.5 to 99.5. Consider P35 equal to L plus 35n by 100 minus C into H divided by F, where L is equal to 89.5, C is equal to 48, H is 10 and F is equal to 35. Therefore, P35 is equal to 89.5 plus 56 minus 48 into 10 by 35, which is equal to 89.5 plus 2.29. Therefore, P35 is equal to 91.79. Problem 7. From the following distribution, find Q3, D3 and P58. First column, you have length in centimeters, less than 5, less than 8, less than 10, less than 11, less than 12, less than 15, less than 20, less than 25. Number of plants are 0, 7, 16, 25, 57, 84, 96, 100. Mark length in centimeters as less than Ci and number of plants as less than Cf. Now we need to find out the class intervals and the frequencies, and to find out any partition values for continuous data, we also need to cumulate the frequencies. So form 3 columns in the table as I have done and is highlighted in pink color. So the class intervals are 0 to 5, 5 to 8, 8 to 10, 10 to 11, 11 to 12, 12 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 25. The frequencies are 0, 7, 9, 9, 32, 27, 12 and 4. And when we add up the frequencies, we get capital N equal to 100. Now we need to find out the cumulative frequencies, which are 0, 7, 16, 25, 57, 84, 96, 100. So if you see, the last CF and the less than CF are the same. And also the last value in the CF column matches with capital N equal to 100. Solution, write given capital N equal to 100. Then for Q3, find out 3n by 4, which is 3 into 100 by 4, which is equal to 75. The value which is greater than 75 in the CF column is 84, and corresponding to it you write greater than 3n divided by 4. So the Q3 class is 12 to 15, and Q3 formula is L plus 3n by 4 minus C into H divided by F, where L is equal to 12, C is 57, H is 3 and F is 27. Substituting, Q3 is equal to 12 plus 75 minus 57 into 3 divided by 27, which is equal to 12 plus 2, or Q3 is equal to 14 centimeters. Second subdivision, for D3, find out 3n by 10, which is 3 into 100 by 10, which is equal to 30. The value which is greater than 30 in the CF column is 57. Corresponding to it, write greater than 3n by 10. So the corresponding class interval is the Q3 class, which is 11 to 12. Then consider D3 equal to L plus 3n by 10 minus C into H by F, where L is equal to 11, C is equal to 25, H is equal to 1 is equal to 32. Therefore, D3 is equal to 11 plus 30 minus 25 into 1 by 32, which is equal to 11 plus 0.16. Therefore, D3 is equal to 11.16 centimeters. In a similar way, for P58, find out 58n by 100, which is equal to 58 into 100 by 100, which is equal to 58. The value which is greater than 58 in the CF column is 84. Corresponding to it, write greater than 58n by 100, and therefore the P58 class will be 12 to 15. Then write, consider P58 is equal to L plus 58n by 100 minus C into H by F, where L is equal to 12, C is equal to 57, H is 3 and F is 27. So P58 is equal to 12 plus 58 minus 57 into 3 divided by 27, which is equal to 12 plus 0.11, or P35 is equal to 12.11 centimeters. 3. Problem 8. The following is the distribution of heights of children aged 3 years. Find the lower quartile D1 and P95. Heights in centimeters are greater than 80, greater than 82, greater than 84, greater than 86, which continues up to greater than 96. The number of children are 106, 104, 99, 84, 48, 21, 8, 3 and 0. The first step is to mark heights in centimeters as greater than class interval, number of children as greater than CF. Now we need to find out the class intervals, frequencies and the cumulative frequencies. And the class intervals are 80 to 82, 82 to 84, 84 to 86, 86 to 88, which continues up to 96 to 98. The frequencies are 2, 5, 15, 36, 27, 13, 5, 3, 0. And when we add the frequencies, we get capital N equal to 106. Now cumulate the frequencies, which are 2, 7, 22, 58, 85, 98, 103, 106, 106. So the last value in the CF column, that is 106, should match with capital N, which is also 106. And the solution, write given capital N equal to 106, then for Q1 find out N by 4, which is 106 divided by 4, which is equal to 26.5. The Q1 class is 84 to 86 because the value which is greater than 26.5 in the CF column is 58, and corresponding to 58 the class interval is 86 to 88. Then consider Q1 equal to L plus N by 4 minus C into H by F, where L is equal to 86, C is 22, H is 2 and F is 36. On substitution, you get Q1 equal to 86 plus 26.5 minus 22 divided by 36 into 2, which is equal to 86 plus 0.25, or Q1 is equal to 86.25 centimeters. Second subdivision, for D1, find out 1n by 10, which is 1 into 106 by 10, which is equal to 10.6. The value which is greater than 10.6 in the CF column is 22. Corresponding to it, you write greater than 1n by 10, and so you get the D1 class as 84 to 86. Then write D1 equal to L plus 1n by 10 minus C into H divided by F, where L is equal to 84, C is 7, H is 2 and F is 15. So you get D1 is equal to 84 plus 10.6 minus 7 into 2 by 15, which is equal to 84 plus 0.48, or D1 is equal to 84.48 centimeters. Third subdivision, for P95, find out 95n by 100, which is equal to 95 into 106 divided by 100, which is equal to 100.7. The value which is greater than 100.7 in the CF column is 103. Corresponding to it, write greater than 95 n by 100, and the corresponding class interval is the P95 class, that is 92 to 94. Then consider P95 equal to L plus 95 n by 100 minus C into H divided by F, where L is equal to 92, C is 98, H is equal to 2 and F is 5. So you get P95 is equal to 92 plus 100.7 minus 98 into 2 divided by 5, which is equal to 92 plus 1.08, or P95 is equal to 93.08 centimeters. As most of you are aware about the quote, I hear and I forget, I see and I remember, I do and I understand. So continue to practice all the problems which have been discussed in this topic, that is partition values. Thank you so much for watching, and look out for my next video for the first PUCs based on measures of dispersion.